Welcome back to another video, and today to share with you one of the simplest and cheapest ways of duplicating any image to two displays or two TVs or even two projectors. Now at this moment I only have one NVIDIA Shield TV box right over here, which is an Android TV box, and I'm displaying my TV channel provider. Now I can change any channel that I want at this moment, and I will have both images exactly the same on the two TVs. This is great. For example, if I turn this TV to that side, this TV to that side, I've got an audience right over there, an audience right over there, and if I want to show a football game, for example, I will be able to do so only using one multimedia device, two TVs, and this HDMI splitter, which will do its own magic. Now, there's also solutions for 4 and 8, but today we are going to keep it simple. So that being said, let's go straight for it. And if you are watching this video on your Windows 10 or 11 computer and you still haven't activated and can't even edit your desktop icons, don't forget to check out CDKeysales.com, where we can find budget official OEM keys at an affordable price, and with the coupon code that you can see on screen and down below on the video description, it will get even cheaper. And besides Windows 11 Pro, if you are looking for Windows 10 or even an Office suite that we can aggregate directly to our Microsoft account, you can use the same coupon code, which will give you the best price possible at this moment. So just in case, the link will be down below. So inside the package, we'll find the HDMI splitter, a power cable, which is USB Type A to USB Type C, and a quick user guide, which is really straightforward, and all the info will be also on Jorge's website, and I will leave the link down below. And this is the package where it comes in. So let's remove this out of the frame. Now, just taking a quick look at it, we have a HDMI cable that will connect to our multimedia streaming device. It can be an Android TV box or any other device. And then instead of having one output, we will have, with this HDMI splitter, two exactly the same outputs, output 1 and output 2. And then finally, I just need to connect the USB cable. Now, I've got here an NVIDIA Shield TV, which is a really well-known Android TV box. It only has one HDMI output. So I would connect this HDMI end to the Android TV box. And then on the Jorge HDMI splitter, I have two HDMI outputs, which I would connect to my two TVs. So I've got one cable here and the other cable here. Each of these cables will go to two different TVs. The only thing that I need to do now is to connect the USB cable, which I would use one of these USB-A ports here and then connect the other end here. But let's take a look at a real example. And now with a setup example for the Jorge HDMI splitter, which is connected to this Windows 11 mini computer, which is probably not the best streaming multimedia device, but we also have here an NVIDIA Shield TV, which we will connect in just a few moments so that we can see several things, including disconnecting from one device and connecting to another. Now, in terms of cable management, I have it right over here so that we can see as best as possible how simple it is to connect the HDMI splitter to any device. So there is one HDMI cable that is built into the HDMI splitter that we will connect to any source, in this particular case connected to the Windows computer, and then there's also the USB Type A to USB Type C cable, which will power the units. Now, I did connect to the computer because it already has USB ports and it's right over here, but I could connect to the back of our TV, to the back of our projector, or any other device, or even a socket wall with a USB port. Anything will work to power the unit. Now, on the other side, we have two HDMI cables which will go out to any of the displays that we have, which can be a TV, a monitor, or any projector. So basically what we will have right over here is one image coming out being mirrored to two displays. So whatever image I will show on this display, I will show on this as well. Of course, we are on a setup example here with both displays facing the same area. But for example, if I wanted to have one display on this wall here and the other display on the other side of the wall facing the other side, like a commercial space or a bar, a cafe, a hotel where we want to show a football game or a commercial, and we only want to have one streaming device, but we want to multiply by several monitors or TVs, in this particular case multiplying by 2. So this is the best scenario possible. One really interesting feature here, among a lot of features that it has, is that it will support up to 4K at 60 Hz in terms of input, and it will display the image according to what we have, downscaling down to 1080 at 30 Hz. And this means that if I have a multimedia device such as this Windows computer here that outputs image up to 4K at 60 Hz, but if my displays only support 1080 at 30 Hz, I don't need to mix match because the device will do everything by its own automatically. So it will calculate the image resolution and also the refresh rate, and it will apply a downscale according to what we have right over here, which in this example 1080 at 30 Hz. A lot more specifications, I will leave some here on screen and also down below on the video description, but an important message is that it will pass through almost all the formats, including HDR pass-through with 12-bit color depth and a lot of audio formats as well. Now, in this example, we are using a computer, but I do believe that more interesting is to check out a multimedia device. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect from the computer and I'm going to connect on the NVIDIA Shield TV. So now I've connected to the NVIDIA Shield TV. Once again, we have an HDMI output, and I'm also using the USB port on the back of the NVIDIA Shield TV to power the device. Now, I could have left the USB type A cable connected to the computer, but I wanted to put it completely aside. So at this moment the computer is doing nothing, it's just staying there, it doesn't exist. So as I was saying before, so this is one of the examples where I did mention that I did connect the power to the mini computer, but at this moment I'm connecting the USB cable to the NVIDIA Shield TV, and it's right over here on the same device, but I could connect on the back of the TV or the projector. Now, this is a proper multimedia device right over here, NVIDIA Shield TV, and for example, if I wanted to control this device to put up a TV show, for example, and one of the scenarios or example that comes to my head is football games. Now, at this moment, I'm not going to put a football game, but if I put on any channel, what happens is that I could show this show to both displays at the same time. And this means that I will save a lot of money because HDMI splitters are a lot more cheaper than multimedia devices. And besides that, besides saving money, I will also save time. And I save time especially because when I know what I'm going to put on my TV, and I just lost the button, I'm not used to this remote control, when I know exactly what I'm going to put, so I will search the channel, I will put on the certain football game, which is not football at this moment, unfortunately, but it means that I just need to press the button once. So I did decide on this channel or I did decide on that channel, and I know that the second TV, even if I'm not facing the TV, will have exactly the same image as we have on this one, which is really, really awesome. So as we can see, it works beautifully. We have seen other solutions, and I'll try to leave some links down below as well, because this adapter here is for dual display. So if we are looking for a solution with more than 2 outputs, there are other solutions available at Ore's website. So it's easy as this. We just need to connect one cable to our multimedia device, and then we will have 2 cables to connect to 2 different TVs, and we will have the same image duplicated in a easy and budget way. That being said, I will leave the link down below so that you can check out prices, specifications and whatnot. Hope that the video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.